Blue Nile South, the restaurant that specializes in seafood dishes. 25 Meeting House Lane, Peckham, SE15 2UN. Open Monday to Sunday, 10 a.m. till 11 p.m. for takeaway and delivery. And now available on Deliveroo, serving breakfast to start your day. Or choose from the daily menu, including yellowtail snapper, butterfish, parrotfish, boneless sea bass, salmon, and many other seafood delights, plus soups, side dishes, desserts, fresh punches, juices, and much more. Blue Nile South. Now available on Deliveroo. Or for takeaway, delivery, and table inquiries, call 0203 859 0346. That's 0203 859 0346. Blue Nile South, the specialist seafood restaurant delivering to your door. Find us on Instagram at Blue Nile South 25.
Okay, welcome to another Roast podcast. And today, let's talk about it. There's a lot of things that affect the black community and other community. And we just want to get it out there. We want to see how much we can approach a problem, how much we can take up the carpet and walk back on the board floor. We call this take back our community. Okay? So, this week's podcast is brought to you by Blue Nile South Restaurant, the best fish restaurant you have in the South London and anywhere in London. If you're in South London, why not go down to Blue Nile South and check out their lobster, their shark, their prawn, anything in seafood. They do the best seafood. Alright, so let's check them out. So, anyway, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Nice to have you lot in the studio, but don't look so stressful, man. So you lot are helping to take back the community and everything. So, you're gonna introduce yourself from over there. So just introduce yourself. Tell them your position in life, like your career, your qualification, and everything.
Hi, good evening. I'm Lorna, and I am here for the second time. Thank you very, very much for having me back once again. If you've watched my previous podcast, you're going to know my history. But yeah, so I'm just here to enjoy the night.
Hi, I'm Rody. Everybody knows me as Rody. Yeah, I'm here again for the second time. Yeah, and I'm still doing my plumbing course level 3.
Hi, I'm Candy. Here for the third time. You know me have to come back every time.
Like you're permanent for the
it's my permanent position. Yeah, and I do sell waist trainers and talk about fitness and help people to get their body back in shape and be healthy. So yeah, here today to, let's see what we can do to help the community more.
Okay, so before you come in, how is business going?
Business is doing very, very well.
Well, that's good because there's a lot of people that eat a lot of food over the Easter. They want to work on their fitness because the place is opening back soon as supposed to.
Yeah.
So you'll be doing better because lots of ladies suffer from when they have babies and it's hard to lose the weight.
Yeah.
And men must understand that it's really hard for ladies to lose weight because their body goes through so much after producing 2, 3, 4 kids and 5 kids.
So true.
So just imagine, and we're living in a country where, as a West Indian, we don't even get the good food them no more.
And we don't get the sun. Everything is just artificial,
so It's really hard for women. So somebody like you come along is a blessing.
Exactly. I'm here to answer any questions or anyone they can link you up and just anything they have to ask about healthy eating, how just to put confidence in, because it's not about being skinny. It's just about getting your groove back, as you'd say, and just being healthy. It's not about being slim or fat, but just try to be healthy within ourselves because we really need to be at this moment with what's going on in the world.
And that's why this week's topic is about relationships. So healthiness comes with relationships.
Definitely.
Okay, so.
As you know, DJ Orthodox, DL, CEO, Better Builder, Promo Style Graphics, and a host of other things. But leave that for now.
Okay. Welcome again. Everybody know I'm Rose.
Thank you.
One of the director of the podcast, and the next director is in Jamaica. Lockdown.
I don't want me see my play sound and a DJ. Like in the plan for come back time, yeah. Yes, Andrew, come back here, help us.
He can't come back. He actually locked out.
Brought it. I feel like in the planet still.
No, he never planned it, no, but you know, he was desperate to go away. And then when he go there,
And he had the funeral as well.
yeah,
It's a funeral
his brother
as well.
passed away, so
Yeah,
he
had to
cannot
sort
get
stuff
comfortable
off,
until he lays his brother to rest. So my
yeah.
condolences again to Andrew Fresh.
Yeah, big up
That's-
Andrew Fresh, you
That's
know,
the
my
next
brother.
director.
Yeah.
Okay, this week's topic is about relationship. And we're gonna start with a man this week, like Rody. What relationship mean to you?
Relationship is a big topic, is a big thing to me. Obviously, going
All of the mic, bro.
relationship is a big thing to me, but I had to go into several relationships to realize what relationship actually meant. And for me, relationship is something that is a big thing to me. Like it's it's an experience you learn and you take into a new relationship and to grow together, to elevate each other, to become somebody, to do something for yourself and with your partner.
Okay. Okay, Lana, what relationship mean to you?
Well, relationship to me is definitely commitment. And me, who's been in a couple or, I don't want to start talking about body count because that ain't going to go down very well. But I've been in a couple of relationships, but the ones I did go into before I'm in my relationship now wasn't really successful. So when I did meet my partner, I think I've lost count now. I think you get more for murder the amount of time I've been with him. Okay. But I think it's probably 23 years and counting. You need understanding. And he's had to accept me the way I am because I wasn't as quiet as I am now. But you have to love the person you're with. You have to accept them for what they are. Even if they come in a relationship with children, you have to accept them because some women don't. So it is a lot of understanding. That's what I believe in relationships now.
Okay, Candy.
What relationship means for me? I think Lana basically said it all. It's about commitment, understanding, trying to see each other through each other's eyes and kind of knowing what you would like for yourself, you would want for the next person. So what you don't like, don't want it for the next person either. So it's about understanding, caring. Don't judge, try find someone that's perfect. Find someone that actually accepts you and you accept the person as well. So it varies a lot of stuff, and those are basically for me some of the tips of what a relationship means.
Okay.
Just as our previous response was, is all of those, and also cohesion. Take a lot tolerance. You have a lot of tolerance in a relationship because sometimes things go, as I say, belly up, and you have to have some level of tolerance and understanding. All of those things, but at the same time, you have to be able to give and take. Mm-hmm. It's not about me. Selfishness comes in relationships, problems.
True.
So you have to be very unselfish in that sense.
Okay, so that's what relationship means to you.
Yes, in a nutshell, and more, because Robes, it's just, we could go on.
So long.
It's a long
Very
time.
long.
But for most people, they go through, as what the brother said, mere names, Rody. As Rody said, you have to learn for yourself. Someone could tell about relationship for a year. Yeah, I saw it go. I do this, do that. But without your personal experience, you won't know. Everybody going to a relationship expecting.
Patient.
Yeah, expect this, expect that I want this to be like this. But when you enter that now, it's a different ball game.
Okay. What do you expect from a relationship?
Me personally, someone that I can work with. Like, I'm really happy to be around all the time. I love to see that person. I look forward to coming home to see that person. Or we're looking forward to go out. Or we don't have to go out. We can stay in as long as we feel like staying. Once you're amongst that person, you're happy.
True.
In that cocoon, should I say. That's the heart of a relationship, really.
So relationship is supposed to be this beautiful picture, like a beautiful garden with roses and things like that.
Yes, what garden I hold by sticks and weed and
That's just like,
Yeah, but that's what people don't understand. That garden have hold for stick. So all right, Lorna, why when you meet up on the stick, you don't clean the garden? You just it's easier for you to just walk away from the relationship. Why?
Because some people don't want to commit themselves. Like, I can give you an example. My partner, I don't think some people feel that he really exists because he doesn't go out. He does not go out. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. All he does is go to work and play football. Now, when he first met me, I used to go out a lot, but then I had to understand that he doesn't like to, so I have to do stuff what he enjoys as well. So he always has a saying, the only person who can make you happy is yourself. So I could go out 7 days a week, but I don't, because I have to remember, he might be in the bedroom watching football, I might be in the front room watching something else, but still, once again, it's understanding. So people run away from the commitment. They think, all right then, he's boring, I'm going to go and find someone else who might want to do what I want to do.
True.
It doesn't work like
True.
that. You have to work with him. And that's what I did. And then sometimes I tell him, all right, you know what? We're going out today and you're coming. And he said, no, I mean, I want to go to your whatever. He would not go to where I go. So I go to where he likes to go. And that's why some people run away. And then they're going to end up be lonely with nobody because they run away from the heat.
Okay. All right, Rody, what do you look for in a relationship?
Boy, ropes. I've been in loads of relationships, I can say, from my past relationships. Obviously, I've been through ups and downs. So I've taken experience from the past. So the relationships I'm in right now, I look for that give and take. What I give in, I expect them to give it back to me. Like, where it is, like, I'm at a stage now, ropes, where I want to be, that's my last chapter. This is my last chapter. I'm not on this in and out no more, you understand? So any girl I'm with right now, I have to understand where they're coming from and where we would like to go being in this relationship we're starting. Because no one is brand new. So the girl I'm with right now, that's what we're building up. We're understanding each other to be. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy for us to, because there's going to be times where things can go downhill, but you always have to understand why you're in this relationship and what you want out of it and what you want to go. So you need to understand, and then you'll make it work. That's what it is in my relationship right now.
Okay. Candy, what are you looking for in a man to sustain a good relationship? What does he have to come with?
For me, in my relationship, I think even now with the person that I'm with, I've been with other guys and I thought that I would test the waters. And sometimes what we think we're looking for, that's not what we need. And for me, in a relationship, I like someone that has got me and I've got him.
True.
Yeah, and I don't mean just saying get you because he needs to have money or rich or nothing like that. Mm-hmm. It's the fact that you've got me. If I'm ill, you will come and wipe my nose, or those simple things for me. I will love a man till the world and back. And the main thing for me, if I've got a man and he loves my kids, I will adore him forever. Because you know what? It's not easy being with someone and the person taking care of another man's child. And I know it's not easy. So for him to come and love me and love my children, that's a good man for me. So for me, I'm looking for, I'm not going to say we'll get into the cheating part of it, because men are men. But I just know that whatever you're doing, have respect for what you're doing. And I think it will work. So I'm not looking for the perfect person. I'm just looking for someone that's got me and I've got him.
Okay. All right. As I said, we're in a community build back thing. And if relationship, because it sounds like you have a beautiful relationship.
I could knock the board, say yeah, knock the board, no, can you not come mash up my
drink some of the drink.
Yeah, I knock the board. I see some you got talk too soon now, go more happy home, start mash up. No,
I get the right panel. I get the right panel
yes,
today.
not kids.
Right panel today. So
That's an easy road.
it's not.
okay. Why do we have so much broken marriage and so much broken relationship and so much single mothers and single fathers out there? If relationships supposed to be this beautiful, and all right. Why men find it so easy to just walk away, left a woman with their kids?
Me?
Yes.
To be honest with you, obviously I can't speak for certain men. I have to speak for myself, because for me, like me having kids is like I look at my kids as a second chance in life. So there'll be no circumstance I'll walk away from my kids, regardless if the relationship with me and the woman. Because my kids, there's certain things I've been through in life that I wouldn't want them to go through in life, and only I can teach them that because I've been through that road. So I wouldn't walk away from my kids. I love my kids to bits. Especially, I find God I'm in this country where I've also got rights. Like a woman got rights when it comes to kids, especially kids.
True. No
Do you
excuses.
understand?
True.
So I've got no reason not to be part of my kid's life. And any woman I pick up, they need to understand and respect the fact of I also come with kids. As well, as much as if they will come with kids as well, we all have to make it work. That's how it goes. I wouldn't come alone. I will come with my kids because I've already started having kids. If you understand what I mean. So I'm a man that I wouldn't walk away from my kids because I know how it is like with our father. Because I grew up with our father and a mother. So I know how it's
True.
like. So I want to break this chain for men to run away because they want to have a brand new woman and with no kid. No, you do have a kid.
True.
Do your responsibility. You understand?
Dale, you want to add something to that? Like, wall up your mic, bro.
I think he handled it very well because basically he explained to you exactly how he feel and what he expect about that.
So what about you?
For me personally,
Should I ask the question again?
yeah, do. I was zoning in on what.
Because Romy hit every head pan in
Alright,
to be honest.
okay.
He did. He
I
really did.
like that, but,
Okay.
you know,
Why man find it so easy to walk away from their kids and their mom?
I wouldn't say they find it easy. No man find that easy, really. You know, unless you're running away for the runaway sake. But a lot of guys get caught up in this thing now where, as I said last time, Yalis thing. It worked for a period of time.
True.
You got like a limited amount of time with that. But what comes after that is big issues. Because then, you know, imagine growing up without not your father lived down the road and you don't even see, you don't pay that much mind.
For real.
You know, you know what I'm saying, Dada?
Yeah, of course,
Or
of
can
course.
be.
True.
You know,
true,
you know,
true.
your dad live a couple of doors away, but he don't even look at you as a son.
Sad, man.
You know, I can't even imagine that because the times I spend with my father, I learn a lot from him, and the respect I gain, knowing that that man is my father in the community was good enough. So imagine a child without that, no title, no nothing. That's harmful. But these are the things that we should zone into. So a lot of broken homes. There's a lot of broken homes and a lot of broken parents. And I've seen it over and over. That's the reason why with my daughter, I stay there. I stay there even now. She's still in, I'm like her big brother, but with a stern, you know, way of teaching her things at the same time. So listen, if you can't do that, you can't do that. That's not allowed. Don't do that. She's 22 now.
1 second. Would you stay into a relationship even if you falling out of love with the mother just because of the kid's sake?
To be honest with you, no, I wouldn't. But that's what I said to you. Thank God I'm in England. Because if I'm not in love with the mother, it depends how deep the relationship has fallen. If the relationship is fallen that there's no understanding, I wouldn't still stay there because everyone's got a choice. But like, I'll get my days where I'll still see my kids through the court. Like, I wouldn't turn my back on my kids, but I wouldn't stay in a relationship if I'm not in love with the mother or if it's toxic relationship. Because it's still not, because you have to be in the right frame of mind to look after my own kids. I can't be in a relationship if my frame of mind is not right.
Okay. All right, Lorna. The trend on the street now is self-love. You have to love yourself. Do you think self-love work?
You can't tell me not to love myself. I love myself even before I love my kids now, because your kids can walk away from you and then who you're going to be left with. So you have to love yourself.
True.
Some people say it's selfish. It's not selfish. You have to love yourself first. I never used to. I used to put everybody before myself, but now you can't chat to me. I did say this before. Nobody can talk to me. Put yourself first, and then everybody else has to come after. So, yes.
Okay, let's take a break for now.
Blue Nile South, the restaurant that specializes in seafood dishes. 25 Meeting House Lane, Peckham, SE15 2UN. Open Monday to Sunday, 10 a.m. till 11 p.m. for takeaway and delivery. And now available on Deliveroo, serving breakfast to start your day. Or choose from the daily menu, including yellowtail snapper, butterfish, parrotfish, boneless sea bass, salmon, and many other seafood delights, plus soups, side dishes, desserts, fresh punches, juices, and much more. Blue Nile South. Now available on Deliveroo, or for takeaway, delivery, and table inquiries, call 0203 859 0346. That's 0203 859 0346. Blue Nile South, the specialist seafood restaurant delivering to your door. Find us on Instagram at Blue Nile South 25.
Welcome back. As we say, today's podcast is brought to you by Blue Nile South Restaurant, the best fish restaurant in South London right now. And as we are on this topic of self-love, Candy, we're going to make Roddy cool off a little bit.
Yes. Well, I'll make him get us some thoughts.
Yeah, as I say, self-love is a new trend right now. Women are saying that they are loving themselves and they're not depending on no man. And do you think that's the right way to go?
I promote it all the time, to be honest. Even when I started the business, it was about, I've always been confident, but being confident, outspoken and all of that. But at the same time, as much as you try to put the good forward, deep down sometimes we don't really trust ourselves, or even you are the one that like said to me, you have more to your Candy. People say to you, but you know, you have to get a grip into yourself and start seeing like, you know, I need to love myself. So when you love yourself, it shows in your actions, and it will show you like, you know what, you can believe that you can do anything and anything is possible. So I believe honestly with self-love, it makes you do a lot of things more than what you thought you could do, and that comes with yourself, believing in yourself. And if you're that strong person, then you can bring on and go on into anything, taking better care of your children, making better decisions, you know, further in life, your career, things that you want to do that you didn't even think that you could do. I think self-love comes with all of that aspect, and it will make you move forward. You cannot go wrong any at all in self-love.
Okay, the way you explain self-love,
Yeah.
I like the way you explain self-love because it involves everybody, but most of the self-love what we have seen is selfish love.
Yes.
You understand? And Roddy, what do you take on women just loving themselves? Don't you think that it make the man stray? Leave them to fester if you just loving yourself and you're not paying the man no attention, nothing. What do you take on it?
You know what it is? They get it wrong. Self-love is in between themselves. They have to be loved in themselves. They don't need to show the guy that they got self-love. They need to love their own company, love themselves. That's the bit they're getting confused. Like, women showing it out there, like they love themselves more than the men, is wrong. You have to love yourself in yourself first. That's what Basic Candy is basically trying to say by self-love, you understand? But like, obviously, the women that put themselves out there, like they love themselves. That's a bit selfish love, because you don't put it out there. You love yourself. You have to love yourself in yourself. That's what I believe.
So, in other words, the self-love what the women are talking about, it's a selfish love there.
Some of them, yes. Because some women that love themselves, they don't need to tell you that they love themselves. They know they love themselves.
Or is it because they don't have a man why they say self-love?
No, that's a different. If they're not, like, obviously, they should love themselves regardless, man or no man. That's what I believe, man.
I think, sorry, Roddy. I think in a sense where we can have a word and people can use it or take it in their own way.
True.
So if we say self-love, it can mean this way to me, it can mean this way to Roddy, it can mean... Roddy hit a point there. It's loving within yourself. For me, the self-love is loving within yourself. As I said, with all the points I made, that's the proper self-love.
Yeah.
So it expands, and you don't have to open your mouth and say, oh, I love myself. It shows in your actions.
Yes.
That's the self-love that we're talking about.
Yeah.
It makes you do good things. It makes you help people. It makes you don't watch what people are doing. You just know within yourself that's the person that you are. So it gives you an inner peace. makes you be a better person. And whatever that is, it comes from deep within and then it comes out. And it shows in your actions, it shows how you talk to people, it shows how you interact with everyone. And that's the self-love. The selfish love now, which other people go on, I think you have to prove too much. You talk too much, you show too much, you're trying to get approval. And then it leaves you, that's kind of where you're coming from, you're selfish. You're not trying to show better or do better. You're just trying to stunt on people as you do the work. So it's called selfish love. Do you understand me? Because even when it comes back to the relationship thing, if you're in a relationship, everyone's in it for their own self. You look into yourself, I want a man that he's nice, he's put together. That's your choice, what you want. The man's coming to you, oh, I want a girl where she fix nice and she whatever. So we all, as much as how it is, we all got that way. We come into something, we're looking for what we're looking for. How it works together is when we both compromise. No one's changing anyone. And that doesn't mean the man don't love himself or the woman don't love herself. It means you're compromising. You're both bringing out the best in each other.
For real.
And that is the self-love. Self from you, self from me, and it comes together and it brings out better even self-love in both of us. The selfish one, I just think it's people that stunt and show off on people. That's a selfish love.
Okay. All right. What's your take on it? You go home and you see your woman all up in her thing that I'm just loving myself. I'm self-love and neglecting you.
Something wrong there, sir. She can love herself. We all love ourselves, as you know. We know everybody love themselves, but there is a point where you have to say, no, that's too much. You know, either you're advertising, or you're working for an advertisement company, you're doing something like that. But regardless, if you're not getting any treatment, as a man, a massage here and there, you know, any little treatment that a man expect. A man don't expect much, you know. Us man don't expect much at all.
Is that true, Roddy?
I don't like.
Now, being in a relationship, no, men don't expect much, but some men do. But I don't now because I've been in so much relationship.
You know,
I've learned I don't expect much.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, you wanted
In the beginning, I
more.
wanted more attention because obviously there's something missing, like you said, the broken bit of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you find love, your own love.
Okay. All right.
in
The last time I spoke with you on this and it was a different program. It wasn't Let Us Talk About It. It was just an interview. You say woman was broken.
Yeah.
And you was promised to explain it more. Yeah. What do you mean by say women are broken?
No, what I mean, obviously, let me rephrase that. Men and women are broken. It's not just women alone that are broken. The reason why I said that, because remember, I go deep in on what it is, innit? Remember, when you have a child in this world, there's two people that bring you up in this world, men and women. So your mom and your dad, innit? So if your mom is not there, you're broken as a man. Because the first man meant to show you love was not there to show you the love. So as a man's prosper, you're broken in that angle, like vice versa. If your mom was not there, you're broken as for a woman. The first woman that meant to show you love was not there. So growing up, you have to find that and knowing how to forgive them person. If you don't forgive them person, you're going to be a broken person. Growing up, I realized that to say, you know, I have to forgive my mom, I have to forgive my dad. For me to love someone, to show them how my mom should have loved me.
Yes.
Love a man to show how my father should have loved me. So this is what I mean by broken. Because when you come to that stage, you'll be a different, your mindset, everything will be different. You'll be there for your kids, and you'll be there for your woman, whatever it is, if you've got a boy or girl, or you've got a girlfriend, you'll be there, because that's how your mom's meant to, you look at that girl saying, this time my mom meant to love me, I'm going to love you. Or this is how I'm meant to love my daughter, this is how I'm meant to love my son. Then you look at life different.
Lana, have you ever been broken?
I'm only fixed now, if I'm being honest with you. And, you know, it's a touchy subject, but I can talk about it now. When my first daughter's dad, we was abusive. And my partner before that, he was abusive as well. So for me to get into another relationship was hard. It was, when I mean it was hard. And it took a lot of courage for me to be able to trust my partner now. So, yeah, you're right. You are right. And it does stem from when you're young. If you're not getting the love you're supposed to by your parents, or you're not getting told they love you, of course you're going to be broken. I've been in the system for so many years until my nan took me on, and then my mum took me back, and you know, you're chucked from pillar to post. So when a man is trying to love you, you know, you cannot show them the love that they deserve. So it's true, women and men, depending on their upbringing and relationships they've been in, you're going to definitely be broken. And if I'm honest, it's only now that I found myself. When you talk about self-love, you have to love yourself within until you can love your own children and your partner. So you're right.
Okay, all right, Dax. Have you ever broken up as a man growing up? And I was
More than one time. I used to fall in love quick.
so what's up?
So you fall in love quick now?
Is it a time set? Is it a time set? Is it a time set where you tell yourself you're gonna fall in love, or is just happening naturally?
No, you know when you're young and you know your first couple of relationships where you get into, the first girl you actually get with, you think, yeah, she is. You know, you're young. You don't know nothing about love. You're just going off adrenaline and emotions, and you know, start seeing a nice girl, you're moving, but you love her. Kind of in your head, that's the first time you actually have that kind of connection with somebody. So I think most of us going through life now been there, done that. You know, but now you get older, you start to look and observe more. You're more cautious. You know, you just don't jump in a relationship anymore. I think a lot of us, you know, my age group and older or young, a little bit younger, they are clued up now. You know, so everyone is looking for that special one, that special someone that's perfect to them. And maybe a little different way you can say, okay, I can live with that. You know, we can live with it. We can patch up this, so we're good there, so. We want that. You know, well, a couple of times, yeah. We get boxed a couple of times. Well, man. I talk about, man, drink and smoke and, you know, can't sleep and eat no food and all them something, man. We go through that, man.
Some man.
Wait. Is it ever reach a stage where it's bad till you stalk the girl?
Go through all of that, brother. Talk about, man. Take all bus, go our yard, man. Now look out here. Yo, I'll tell you something. It's back there in Jamaica. You have to walk and look for me. You have to walk and look for your girlfriend. Because I used to live at Jerusalem. You understand? You have to go Samarkand. I found a Samarkand over 3 walks or them place there. And, you know, up Calabar and Muse. And you walk. You up a fence side, you chat for 3 hours one night. You walk, come back down. You know, you do that for a week or 2, 3 weeks before you even get nothing them times. Because you're looking for someone who you can, you know, you have a girl up there, boy, I'm going to check my cat up the road later. You don't have time for your friend them again. Friend get cut off for a while. Friends are important them days. You understand? We all go through that, Rose.
True.
You know?
So, Candy, do you find the perfect person in your life right now?
I wouldn't say it's the perfect person. I would just say he's the person for me.
Right now.
No.
Okay.
And to be honest, the way it all feel to me, come like I want to get married again. So for me,
What? Love is in the air.
yeah, love is in the air. Me dying to get married. It does. Marriage really do not. Not just for me. Me just feel more secure in
Before we say about the marriage, because we know. All right. Have your heart ever been broken to the point where you feel like you want to give up?
Broke. You have a word worse than broken? Because here me I say, one man make me walk from Elephant and Castle come to Marsley. Enough people don't know this. My friend was close to me. Me in my house ball and me feel like me not get back the man and me walk from Kennington come right up at Marsley. And instead them say me don't know what I'm to me but me can't say.
Is it Marsley
the Madhouse? Yes. No, me I talk truth to no door laugh. Me never talk the same friend.
This go worldwide now, so one of me knows.
No, Marcy and Madhouse
is equivalent to Bellevue.
Bellevue, yeah, sorry, we call it Bellevue, Jamaica, but Marcy's at the Madhouse up here. Yeah, I got a friend that works here too as well. Anyway, I walk, I come here crying, and I can't stop crying. And then I say, you call the friend them and you try to get consoling. Is that nobody can ease it? I go up me and I pray to God and pray to God. And me never the devil tell me to walk, you know. But something tell me to walk. I'm walk and I cry up on the road. Me not like walking. And I tell you, say, I won't heap of walking that. Come up a Campbell from the Elephant. I'm not walking that. I won't walk this one thing. I say, I don't know, I can't discuss you. So I say, listen to me. Me and my boyfriend stop talk. And something I explain to her everything. I say, I feel like I can't do without him and blah, blah, blah. And she said, no, don't think that. She say, you don't feel like you're suicidal. I said, no, I just can't sleep. I just cry and I can't sleep. But it's like, me don't know if I mad, me that get mad. I don't know if I'm mad. Me don't know, me know me walk and I just some reach. Yeah, but if there's a word worse than broken, I think that would be for me for walk go this and feel like me I walk going on my house. I mean I tell you, it lead in a sense where I see myself where you see where it bring embarrassment to me, the way I think I love the person, I feel like me that sell my soul. I feel like, so me think that's worse than broken. Because for me, even embarrass myself, for me even put myself to the dog and, you know, never care because I feel like the way the person hurt me, I want to hurt them because me and him just broke up and I want back that person there. And, you know, I think nothing more, you just want the man.
And did you get him back?
No. all of that in the end was a waste of time. And for me, that teach me. That teacher, and I don't think as much as I thought that I was a confident person, I loved myself. I don't think I loved myself that much at that time. Because if me love myself, a man gone, him gone. And at the end of the day, if you try to make it work, it work. If it's not supposed to be, it's just not supposed to be. But I guess, now I guess it. Everything happened in life for a reason. And if you walk from elephant, come in a Campbell for a reason, I make me shake up and look into myself and think like, you know what? There's more fish in the sea. Or if you be by yourself, you're going to be by yourself. I'm not even going to say it for say, yes, more man did it. Sometimes we need to take a time out for ourselves and just like be with ourselves. Not all of us are going to have a relationship. Some of us are going to end up just being single moms, being single because the kids them all grow up and gone left way. But it's about being strong and standing up if the relationship broken. And for me, boy, broken can't talk to me right now. I'm just loving myself.
Wow, self-love.
Self-love. And this is the one where you take out the phone and you snap and say love yourself. It's not that you're vain. It's just so like you just feel good in yourself, you feel proud in yourself. That's me loving myself.
No, when you're at the right place, you feel,
when you're in the right place, you're so glowing and you just go on with yourself and something. It's not rich. Because me enough time to guess we want rich. Just more on the money and everything. But to be honest, a lot of times, what if your man not have it that day then? And you not have it? You're supposed to can't love up with him same way and you feel loving and you feel like on the on top of the world without this bag of money. So you have to know within yourself, like, make the self-love within yourself. Like, no make nothing broke you, that you can't feel like if you don't have certain things, you can't build the same way. You can't build.
Okay, Roddy, we see a lot of relationship broken up. People we know, people we heard about, and sometimes we see some relationship and we think that they are models relationship, but they are just in it for what they can get. You understand? Have you ever been in one of them relationships before when girls see you and think and just target you because they think that you have money and the way you carry yourself? And
I wouldn't say I have, Robes, because I've only been in like 2 relationships to actually.
All right, but you see those kind of relationships. Maybe people are close to you, or people you see from even the party scene or church or whatever.
Well, I've seen that type of relationship before.
Those kind of relationships.
Of course, I've seen girls being over men just because what they have or what they can give. You understand? Which I think is wrong. But it's
wrong for who?
It's wrong. Obviously, most majority of the time it's girls, because some girls have a reason why they go with a man.
But at the same time, a man want what the girl have and a girl want what he have.
Exchange is no robbery.
I hear what you're saying, but obviously then it's not relationship then, innit? Then you don't call it relationship.
But sometimes kids get involved. So is it careless?
So who brings the kids?
Both.
The man and the woman bring the kid. More time the woman bring the kid, no, innit?
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard work, because obviously some women go in a relationship like that, because then some women, I'm not going to say it's wrong, I'm not going to say it's right, but it's that the spur of the moment. Some women, there's reasons why they go in certain, there's always a reason why people do certain things. So I'm not going to say it's wrong or it's right. Do you understand? So it depends on your frame of mind, the reason that at that time why you do that. But at this stage, I wouldn't advise my sisters or my female cousins to do certain things like that. I'd rather them try for themselves and uplift their own self than them stood that low to go in something where they're going to end up regretting. I wouldn't say it, but them times, people that do it, I'm not going to say they're wrong or they're right. There's a reason.
Okay. At what age should a man stop being a gallus?
Okay, a gallus. To me, I've stopped being a gallus now, because the reason why, because obviously everybody knows I've cheated before, I've done all that before. But I've stopped being a girlist now because it doesn't get you nowhere. It eats your pocket in a way because, like, you have girl, you have this girl, you have this girl. It costs money. Like, if you're trying to be something in life, the money you're doing this that you can invest in your woman or your investment that you're trying to do. So it cuts. So what's the point of wasting your energy trying to chase something that is not yours when you already got something that is yours? It doesn't make sense, innit?
True.
That's true. It don't make sense. So that's why. And then plus, I ain't got no time. Remember, my kids, I've got boy kids. They've taken most of my time now. So I can't be up and down like chasing the girls where I could have when I was doing it before. It was fun for me, but it was fun. I was going through a phase. It was fun, but it's not the right thing to do. But it was fun. Everyone goes through that phase and live and learn.
So what age you think that should have been? Should be a cutout?
It's not really an age thing. I wouldn't say it's an age thing because some people can try all this. Some people can try this at a late age, and then it's when you realize. To be honest with you, I'm glad I've realized in my age that I'm in now than I've realized in a late age. Because some people are girls at 50, 40.
It's a late bloomers. All right, Docs. All right. You got your good woman at your house where things that you have everything you want. Things are working out for you at your home. Nice home. People see you and look up to you. But at the same time, you would walk away from that woman and pick up somebody because they may be better looking than what you have at home. Maybe shape better. But the same thing what the woman have at home, she have the same thing too. So why would you risk everything to go out there? And why do men risk what they have at home to go out there to find happiness?
I'd like to know myself.
Well, the truth is, man being man, natural hunters and all that, we have instinct and we work off instinct sometimes. Sometimes it's instinct. You know, a man will have a woman and a woman, everything all right, and they will still go out there and do these things. That's a man thing. We all know that by now. It's no secret. I'm not saying it's right. At the same time, we have to actually acknowledge that instinctively, that's how we are. You understand? But I'm not condoning it right now because if I condone it right now, it's a big problem. I know that. But we all know nature, that's just it.
Nature?
Yeah. You check it. Lion, king of the jungle. I saw him live.
Yes.
We just put law into it. And in this world we live in now, there's loads of disease and all these things. So I think it's a more careful society. You know, we have far, far, far more females than males on this planet. By far. They outnumber us a lot.
So you think that you have to have more than enough female to satisfy the flock?
You have to have enough female to continue this multiplication. Imagine if there's less female and more man.
All right, wait.
Problem same way.
You don't want to say something, Rody?
To be honest with you, Ropes, yeah? See that what question you just asked?
No, yeah.
Orthodox. It's just, some men, it's a selfishness in a man. Because like you said, you have everything you want at home. So why would you look X, Y, Z? Because remember, I used to do it. Because I just thought, I can because she's pretty. I see her what I like because I've got what I like at home, and I see exactly what I like in the next woman. I just go for it because in a way it's like selfishness. I don't want no other man to have that one, but I already got a woman, and I will tell her whatever I need to tell her just to make her feel like I'm single. What I might be spoken for, but I wouldn't want her to know that because I don't want her to go to no one else. It's like a selfishness and it's an ego thing for a man. That's what I believe now, because I used to do that. But I'm not involved in
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It all comes with maturity.
Yeah.
After a while, you reach a certain age, you look and say, you know what, nah, been there, done that. You've done that already. So you start to look to settle, just like a woman.
Okay.
You know, most women after a certain age group and they used to do all that up and down. After a while, they look back, they have kids now, and they look back and say, you know what, time to settle. You know, you start to think different.
Let me ask you this. We black people on the whole suffer from mental slavery. There's time when the slave master used to make the men go on mates. They never used to make them have relationships. So they just used to go and have sex to multiply and then bring them back in their cage or to their farm, but they never see a woman again until they're ready to when the woman is ready to impregnate, then the man go and see them. So in the slavery mentality, we didn't get to have a relationship. We couldn't have a woman and say, yeah, she live in my hut, and right. It wasn't a relationship. It was just to go multiply, to make more babies born for the slave master. All right. Do you think we suffer from this today?
Yes, I think we do.
I think so as well. But you see, what the men was just talking about, it's not only men do it as well, it's women as well. But some people might be scared to say it.
Exactly.
Women have a problem when men start whispering in their ears and telling them sweet nothings. Because I have people in my inbox, you know who you are, don't make me start airing you out, yeah? They are in my inbox daily trying to tell me stuff. When I was insecure and think that nothing was going for me, I used to be fooled by it. But now I tell them, men teach me what I know. What you have to do, this is what women's problem are. Of course they're going to go out and think we're going to go out and man's going to sweet you. Their problem is they will go out, get pregnant, and then they're left with the baby. The man don't want them because they have their woman in the house already. So it's a vicious circle what is still going on, and it's a shame. Because some women don't know. Make the thing sweet you and go back home again, but then they end up with children and they end up crying. So it is I think they're still not learning from back in the days. I don't think they are. Do you agree?
Yeah, you're right.
It's the truth. Women are subject to this as well, I believe, not only men.
My thing is, are we worse off now than when, say, 200 years ago, 100 years ago? Are we worse off now in that sense?
Probably.
I think so.
Yeah, I think we are, because there's no control.
There's no control.
There's no control.
Well,
There was
that
control.
proved beyond the point about this slavery mentality then, because we have more respect for each other say 40 years ago. We have far more respect for each other. We have more family unit. There was a close, church, school, family, your food share at the table, daddy food. Right now, Robes, and we all know this. How much time in a household of say 3, 4, 5, the one of my own kids have, we sit around the table and eat and even have a discussion. Everybody in them room, they on your laptop, your bowl, clink, 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 and eat.
In the phone. Everybody in the phone and I eat the food. So,
all of this family unit get breakdown. We raised by these things. Kids are raised by these things now.
The tablets.
Tablets and
It's
phones.
true. You're right. It's
You know-
true.
it's not even kids though.
Adults, even myself get caught up in it.
It's technology.
It's
what's taking
take away your knowledge.
So we depend on technology too much.
Too much.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't talk.
My household is like that.
You call a kid now, hey,
My
or
household is
you know,
like
you
that.
get, you
My
know,
son don't come out. We only eat when it's Christmas time.
right.
To go around the table.
As a youth, your duty is plate duty. That one there, you sweep yard. Every morning you get up, you go sweep the yard.
All right.
Garden something,
Rody, as a father, how do we fix this problem?
What, family?
The family. How do we make the family stay together?
You know what it is? Yes. Remember, really, you're right. Is a man is the head of the family. The way, anyhow you want to look at it. And a woman needs to respect that. But some home, women don't respect the man to be the head. They want to be 50-50 with the man. And that's where it comes sometimes because of a problem. Because me, myself, I come from a tradition where I believe the man is up and you have to respect your woman and your woman follows behind you. But it's not like that no more. So this what brings
So what
the
about
confusion.
side by side?
Side by side, it can work side by side, but your woman...
Because since the world changing,
But the
so
man
even if we
allows-
can go side by side.
Yeah, but the man, if I allow that to be side by side, it always comes from the man's... If the man feel like he's got his woman in a way, then he can lower himself down to the woman.
They give him confidence as well.
Is it because
what I'm saying?
well, wait, is it because of women are earning more than man now?
Yes, you can say that because men nowadays, they don't have the drive like some women have now. Before, back in the days, the
So
men
that,
have...
but if you don't have the drive, why you want to lead a family?
That's where we're going wrong. That's why the families, that's why it's broken in a way, because The men are not, they're pulling the weights.
So in other words, a man need to go back to be a man again,
Of
learn to
course.
be a man again.
Take control.
Yeah.
You have
You
to.
can't say you want to be the head of the house and it comes with a lot of things and you're not coming with the things that you want to be the head of. So this is where the woman, in a lot of sense, come and break you down because she's not seeing that manhood that you're supposed to be the man of the house. So she's going to obviously stand up on her own 2 feet thinking, well, I need to do what I need to do. It's going to break. That's where the miscommunication is going to start coming in and break the home into 2 parts, which it shouldn't be that way. So when a person says, oh, I want to be the man of the house, come with what takes a man to be a man of the house. Don't just say it and expect us to build you. Because in fairness, a lot of time men come in a relationship or women come in and it comes to broken. You're looking at father, he's looking at mother. I'm not your mother. You're not my father. But reason why a lot of times we come like that is because how Rody grew up is the same way I grew up. I didn't have a mother and a father. So a lot of times we go into a relationship, we're looking for that individual in that person.
Yes.
And a lot of time we pick and pick till we pick shit. See, it's the phrase, it's the truth. You pick, because you're not looking at certain things that you don't need. You're looking at what you want.
Blue Nile South, the restaurant that specializes in seafood dishes. 25 Meeting House Lane, Peckham, SE15 2UN. Open Monday to Sunday, 10 a.m. till 11 p.m. for takeaway and delivery. And now available on Deliveroo, serving breakfast to start your day. Or choose from the daily menu, including yellowtail snapper, butterfish, parrotfish, boneless sea bass, salmon, and many other seafood delights, plus soups, side dishes, desserts, fresh punches, juices, and much more. Blue Nile South. Now available on Deliveroo. Or for takeaway, delivery, and table inquiries, call 0203 859 0346. That's 0203 859 0346. Blue Nile South, the specialist seafood restaurant delivering to your door. Find us on Instagram at Blue Nile South 25.
Welcome back. As we say, as Candy, as you were saying that, why the reason why some people are broken, and can you continue?
Yeah, it's because at times it's as it comes back to your upbringing and you not having both parties in your life, a mother and a father. And even at times if you don't have your mother and father, you can have your grandmother, your grandfather, and they fill that space. It's about the love within that person. You don't have to have your mom and your dad there. You can have a brother or a sister and they love you and show. It's about showing the love. It's about making that child know that they're loved and that you are there for them. You're the mother or you're the adult then and you're there for them. And I think once they see that, once they feel that, growing up, they will know to show that love and to another person, to their children. If they get involved with a woman, and it goes both ways. If a woman get involved with a man, she will know how to treat that person. But I think from growing up and with that broken space, a lot of times we come and we try to think another person can mend it, but they can't, because you need to mend yourself.
Yes.
And it takes a longer mending yourself, because even now, as much as I'm in a happy relationship, deep down at times, there's stuff that is still in us. And the least good thing can bring it out. Do you understand? We're happy now. It keeps us in a happy place. But what happens when something slips in the relationship? It's like you're thinking, oh, me can't bother.
Okay, because of the hurt from the past
Exactly.
relationship, no healing.
No
did
healing.
happen.
You think it heals, but it really doesn't. Do you
It just-
understand?
it just sits somewhere
just
there.
sits there.
Like
And
a
then,
sprain.
yeah, and the person that's I said, don't find a perfect person.
No.
Find someone that's got you. So that person makes you feel like you're safe. So you don't need to dig that bad image up again, because that person makes you feel like, you know what, I didn't even remember that I went through that bad period. So find someone that brings out the best in you, and then it will come out the best in you. And whatever comes out, you put it, you deal with other people the same way, and it follows and follows. And then I think that will bring each individual in the community, in the world, to be a better person to each other and to themselves.
Definitely.
Okay, all right, Dax. I'm going to follow up from where Rody says something about men are not being men enough to maintain a relationship, right? That's why they run off and become a gallus, because it's easy for them to show their friend that they have 5-6 girls and even have one at the house, and they say, oh yeah, this is my wife, yeah, right. But they have other women outside where they're maintaining, and they will do anything to make that money to maintain their standard of living out there. Is that the reason why we find women have so much self-love? because the man are not coming up to the table?
Some of us man do not, to be honest with you, not say that for real, because I see it, you know. But at the same time, you know, given a chance, a good man will always prove himself.
Yes.
True.
You understand me? Yeah, some man lazy bad. Yeah, some man get too comfortable. Some women get too comfortable roles. We cannot. It's not all about money, you know. Woman just need support and leadership.
Definitely.
Somebody can talk to and come to and, you know, you get a good at. Because a woman will earn 100,000 more than you or 50,000 more than you, but she need a strong mental person in her life where she can go to and say, babes, X, Y, Z, and say, yeah, man, babes, we have to come. Let's go do this. You
So
ready?
true.
But 1 second. But sometimes that woman would do that. But the man feel like he's not good enough to go up to the plate to that woman because he's watching what the woman earn.
True, but we need to start with something there. Because for years, it was the other way around. And the woman, them still work with it. So if you have a woman now and she have that, and you can work with it, brother. You're lucky. You want a woman like that. When we can, you know, she a work and me a work, and she a bringing more than me and me a bringing more. It doesn't matter, but at the same time, we have cash, what we can do things with. That will help any man.
All right, come on this one, Roddy.
You know what it is, Robes? Obviously, what my brother said is right, what you're saying, but from my opinion, Robes, yeah? A woman, you can mold a woman to what you want, but just be righteous with it. Don't,
Yes.
a woman can feel your energy.
True.
You can mold her to who you want to be, who she wants to be. Be righteous to the woman. That's what enough of these men go wrong. Cause we get a woman, and we end up, the woman end up turning to someone we don't want it to be, because how we came in.
We force them into that.
Yeah, we
Sometimes
force
we
them into
spoil
that.
them. Sometimes we spoil them.
You understand what I'm saying? So obviously, you can get the woman to how you want. You can mold a woman. I've realized that after a while. Even the woman's earning 100 grand a year is her money, but it's also my money, isn't it? We can invest in that.
Yeah, you can invest it.
Yeah,
she would
but you have to
allow you
know-
to invest
don't-
it.
You don't put your head that it's her. No, it's your woman. If you depends what you take her in.
No, but the least argument break out in the house. You, as a man, gonna say, "Oh, because you're earning more money than me, you think that you're better than me."
No, that means the man is devaluing his own self.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Once you bring that up, you're in
You
trouble.
understand?
because
Devalue your own self.
Yeah,
You
but,
should do that as a
but
man.
those are most of the things
The
that
shaping
break
up
up
is different.
relationship in our community. Those are the things because women don't get me wrong, you know, women are stepping up the ladder, you know.
Yeah. 'Cause
But
they-
the
they
brothers
got no
the brothers
choice.
are lagging behind.
But that's where I said before, you need understanding in your relationship. If you have, I'm not saying I have a perfect relationship because I don't. I'm not saying I do, but when you have an understanding, I go to work, my partner goes to work. In the end, we come together. We both know what we're supposed to be doing in the household. Nobody is better than anyone else. But I understand when you say that if you bring up, oh, okay, then you need to do this or you need to do that. If the fridge broke down, the two of you, we both buy the fridge. If the telly's hanging off the wall, we both buy the telly. That's it. Just bring the money together. That's how you.
And you don't
have a
even have to
household.
say both. You can just, you know what,
Buy
mega
it
just
yourself.
fix it.
Yeah.
Because you know the next time something for the person will do, you don't have to pinpoint anyone.
Yeah.
Just go do it. Both the house belongs to both of you. Whatever so no one needs to know who's earning more than who.
So money should never be an issue.
Never.
No,
Never.
never.
Once money come in the game.
One second, Roddy. One second, Roddy. Yeah.
Once there's a money-based relationship, you're in trouble because, trust me, down to the rich man broke sometime.
Yeah, it's
You
definitely.
understand
Investments
me?
go wrong. Yeah, true.
So once it based on money, that's your number one problem, right? Listen.
Roddy.
You know what it is, Robes, yeah? Like, we men were lacking a bit. Some men, I'm talking the truth, as a man point of view. Remember, I'm talking from my father figure, from my own father, my big man. Because I had to realize this, like, the main point for a man is you need to uplift your family. Don't try and just uplift yourself.
True.
Women's objective is to uplift their kids. And also, you putting women feel like, I don't see you trying to be somebody to my kids. They feel like they need to go and get it for themselves. So this is why they got their barriers. If they feel like you're part of them, I'm guaranteed they'll work with you.
True,
You
true,
understand what I'm
true.
saying?
So
That's
true.
how it is.
100%.
Women are
100%
forgetting
agree.
that where we need to work with the woman with the kids to bring a legacy, to build a future for our wife or kids. You understand what I mean? That's what we're
True.
forgetting.
True.
We're uplifting our own self. And women can see that. You understand? But that's what we men need to work on. Put yourself down, put your ego
Yes.
down, and invest more of your time with your family and your woman. and you get a better outcome of your wife, and all this will be put to bed.
True.
Yeah,
True.
100%.
100%.
Stop living for the
Some
street
people's
corner, yo.
priorities
Exactly.
are
Stop
wrong.
living for the street corner.
Yeah,
The street corner is owned by
understand.
Mr. Chin, Mr. Wang, and the white man. You own a little black on the street corner and say, your end. Stop, go for the ends and own a shop. Own some
True.
business.
Yeah.
I think it's technology. It's taking over everything, and everyone is watching this person that you see on telly. No one's actually sitting down thinking this is reality, different from virtual reality. You understand? It's about life. You can't follow because you see that couple you're out and them are the best
Yes.
couple. There's a lot of things going on behind closed doors, and a lot of people see a girl, oh, we are small, whatever. But the thing it comes with it as well is you don't know what that person is doing to look that way. And you'd be surprised them gonna do some serious something just to keep up that image. You understand? It's just technology, but we need to really look into. So listen, reality is reality.
Yes.
Get with the program. Right now, what people dying and all them stuff, you need to look into yourself. It's about what's in front of your eyes, what's more important, what you need to deal with,
Get your
making memories,
priorities.
get your family together, and it's about that. You don't have to be with the person, but know that you need to just make your priorities straight, simple as.
Okay. Roddy.
Rose, one thing to get out there right now is this, yeah? Men need to listen, where it is, remember, I've had to learn a lot hard way, innit? When you meet, like a woman, men are more focused on how much woman they can lay down with.
True.
And when they lay down with a woman, they start calling them slags and that. But they're forgetting they turn that woman into what they're calling her. Because when you meet a woman, yes, she was not single, she was with someone before, but you meet her brand new. So she's welcoming you how you take her how she is, because obviously she had a man before. But you end up, she thought that you're the perfect guy better than the guy before, and you end up to be the worse than her ex. So the name you're calling her a slag, you turn her into a slag. She never met you thought, oh, this is gonna be a 2-month contract, and I'm gonna meet somebody else. She met you thinking you're gonna be better than who she left.
True.
And you turn her into something where you're not, and now you're calling her a slag. So this is what I'm saying say. So we men, when you meet a woman, don't have an image of you gonna class her. Find out yourself. You want this woman, you're gonna settle down this woman, not to tarnish woman, because no woman wants to start again. Every woman wants to leave the previous and learn from the previous and move forward. But more time it doesn't work like that for women. So women do go through hard times, and I've learned that.
It's a good
Okay.
thing he's learning.
Okay.
That's good.
Lorna. Because I've got 2 minutes left. Lorna. You know, continue something on that.
So you're right, but I'm not defending everything that you say about men. Men are a law unto themselves, but women need to take responsibility for
True.
what they're doing as well. Anybody would say, yes, a man is a dog. So is a woman.
True.
So is a woman. I have a past. I can admit I've had a past, but it takes two to tango.
True.
So yes, you've learned from your mistakes. So have I. So this is what we have to realize. As well as you want to put it out there for a man, I will put it out there for a woman. Have self-pride in yourself.
True.
Know what you're doing. Don't let men delude you. And that's how you have to set the thing.
Candy, you got a minute?
I agree with everything Alana says. Just sit down at times and look into yourself, and don't quick to rush into anything. Just take a break and just self-absorb and just look into what's more important. Do you need it or do you want it? And then you will make better choices.
Mr. Ducks.
Well, just check before you leap, or jump, or walk, or step. Make sure you accept what you get, and take it easy from there. So that's all I'm ever say. Everybody have their own experience, and you have to learn for yourself sometime. But take the past, and then see where you're going with the future.
True.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes we jump into relationship. We don't even check if the person is right for us. We see the beauty, and sometimes we don't even value the beauty too much because we just want what the woman have, and the woman just want what the man have. Yes. So sometimes we end up in a relationship for the wrong reason. We get hurt, we fall in love, and as they'll say, fall in love and drive far. But we all just need to have respect for each other, and then build back our community. Because if most of us we are in our 40s, going up to 50s. If we can't do it, who's gonna do it? The next generation behind us.
Sure.
You understand? So we have to practice what we preach, and we have to lay it out there for them, So they can see us and see us as a model citizen and say, okay, yeah, they were on the panel and they were like this and that. Because remember, when we leave here today, people are going to start to look at us because we're on this panel and we're talking. So we have to start to live our life with the example and set an example for others. So if we want to build back our community, we have to build ourselves first.
True.
You understand? And as I said, this podcast, we want to use this podcast and take up the carpet and walk back on the board floor. You understand? Because we want to dig up things. We want to talk about things what no one want to talk about. Because everybody think it's just easy for, as a black community, we sweep things under the carpet and hush, don't talk about it.
Yes.
We want to talk about rape. We want to talk about murder. We want to talk about everything that affect the black community. We want people to come out and talk to us and build back this community. Okay, guys? It was nice talking to you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Nice. This podcast is brought to you by Video Rose Production Limited. Whether you got an event, a birthday, a wedding, a christening, even music video, we will capture it all for you. Don't waste time. Give Video Rose a call.